Hi there, it's the original Hungry Nuts. How are you doing? How are you doing? Well, as you can see, I've got my hair spiked up again, but sort of like a quiff. David's here, my partner David's here, visiting me today. Went away and got tons of shopping for us to tie us over for the Christmas period. Yeah, I've been busy today. I went down to the church, would you believe? There's a church in my street, and I went down because I'm thinking of going to the service on Christmas Eve. I fancied just going to the service because the church has been pretty good to David over the past couple of years, and they've helped him out quite a bit. So I thought, quite fancy going. Quite fancy going on Christmas Eve to the church. And why not? So I went down and I spoke to a couple of the staff members that were there, and they'd never ever met us before, and I said to them, I fancy coming to your service, on Christmas Eve. They went, oh, that'll be great, Murdo, that'll be great. Come down. I was like, I wasn't too sure, we having the pink hair and that, and the way I dress. I'll show you what I'm wearing actually. I was wearing this when I went down. Another mad tracksuit. Don't know if you can see it very well. So yeah, anyway, I went down and I'm going to go. David's going to go. I says, I'll put my suit on. They went, oh, don't put a suit on. Come the way you are. The way you normally dress. Because it's casual. I went, oh, okay. So I'm going to go. On Christmas Eve. Right. On a serious note, it's not very often I get comments on my videos. And I got a comment from someone. And they're called Sir Tog1. Listen, thanks so much for your comment. That was really kind of you. That was really, really kind of you, what you said. I'm really sorry to hear about what you said. I'm really sorry to hear about that. It's difficult to say things when people say that to you, but all I can say is I wish you all the best, if that makes any sense. I wish you all the best. But I'm really, really sorry to hear that. It upset us. It has upset me, what you said. Because I do care about people. I do care about people. I might come across pretty hard at times or whatever, but I do care about people, and I'm sorry to hear what you said, Yeah, so I wish you all the best anyway. And, yeah, I would like to meet you. But I don't know if that would ever happen. I don't know where you are, and as you know, I'm here in Scotland, here in Dundee. You say you're my biggest fan. I felt embarrassed when I read that. Because I never thought I had big fans. I just thought people would come in and look at my mad videos and go, what a tosser that guy is, which I am. Anyway, Sir Tog1, thank you for your comment. And I wish you all the best, okay? I wish you all the best. David's up at the shops. David's way up to the Riddle store. We've got a massive big Riddle stores. So he's away up there. He's away to get some alcohol for me, would you believe? And yes, I was out last night. Hadn't been out for ages. Now, in a previous video, I said that David's sister, I think I said it, I'm not too sure if I did, David's sister Anne was coming up today or tomorrow with Christmas gifts. But she's busy because she's got grandchildren, And I thought to myself, David came up last night quite early, well, about 4:30, and I says to David, I think we should go down and see your sister, because your sister's always busy with grandchildren. So I went away down, I phoned her up, and it says, we're on our way down to see her. So I went down and took her Christmas gifts down, and we got Christmas gifts from her and her husband Neil, which are sitting on the chair over there. Skittles is sitting on the sofa, he's listening for David, so David might be back in a minute, so I'll end this video shortly. So I went down, handed gifts in to Anne, David's sister, and then we went away for a drink to a couple of pubs on the top of the hill. When I say the top of the hill, it's a place called the Hull Town here in Dundee. So we had a couple of drinks on the top of the hill town. I used to stay on the top of the Hull Town years ago, probably about 35 years ago or more, and I stayed in a big multi-storey, and I loved it. I was young, and I stayed with a guy. Well, this guy stayed with me. His name was Jason. This was before I knew David, because David was in the army. I never knew David at the time, and Jason stayed with us. He was probably about five years younger than me, and stayed with us. And I had a good pal, also called Andy, who, well, disappeared back in 1995. He just disappeared. He got involved. Andy got involved with a married woman. And I remember the husband came in the gay pub that I worked in, and he pulled me by the neck, and he says, Murdo. I went, yeah, what's that? And he choked me. Where's Andy? Where's Andy? And I was like, who are you? I says, I don't know where Andy is. Andy's disappeared. He says, well, he got involved with my wife. The guy was working offshore, on the oil rigs, and Andy was, seeing his wife. And Andy knew that she was married, and he still did it. So the guy pulled me up, but he apologised when he found out I didn't know where Andy was. So I've never ever met Andy again. Andy was a good mate, but got me into trouble because of that, because I palled about with him. And the guy wasn't very happy with his wife or Andy. I think he was going to kill the boy, I think he was going to kill Andy if he saw him. So I've never seen Andy again. So, people come and go and they disappear in your life, and you often wonder where they are. I think about Andy a lot. He was good to me. He was a really good person to me, because I had just lost my first partner, Ian, through the hotel that we had in 1991. Ian died, my first partner with diabetes. And then I come back to Dundee and moved into a multi, and that's where I met Jason. And then Andy was our pal, and my other pal was Maggie. And my house is always busy, because the top of the Hull, the Hull Town, the top of the Hull was near the city centre. So everybody used to chat my door all the time, at nights. People used to come up for the pub that knew us. Murdo, are you in? And my house is always busy, Unlike now, I've only got one person that visits me, and that's David. But as you get older, people sort of drift apart. Families and friends sort of drift apart. Not all your friends, but in my case, most of my friends have moved on from Dundee and done their own thing. Jason that stayed with us, Jason got married. Now you'll be saying married, and he stayed with you. Well, yeah, he got married, but he got married to a man, because you could marry men here in Scotland. He got married to this guy, and they stay in Edinburgh, outside Edinburgh, and they've been married for about 20 years now. So I wish him all the best, Jason, and his partner, Mark. I've been with Dave at 30 years, but we've never got married or that. We didn't want to get married. And we don't stay together, and that's the reason we've been together for 30 years. Because if David had stayed with us, if David had stayed with us, I don't think we'd be together for 30 years, So that's that. I'm waiting on him coming back through the shops. I'm worrying about David just now, because he's going off his legs. He's waiting on a hip replacement, and he can barely walk at times. Right, I'll get going just now. Once again, Sir Tog1, thank you so much for your comment. It means a lot, and I wish you all the best, okay? I do wish you all the best, and I'm sorry to hear that David's coming back in, so I'll end this video. See you later. Thank you so much. Look after yourselves, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now. Love you. Fi Murdo. Bye.